Hey everyone, DFA here, welcome back to the channel, and today we're talking about the Shimakaze. We've already reviewed it a couple of weeks and months ago, and yeah, that ship gets a lot of hate in the game, and it's actually for one good reason, is typically it's able to send you back to port within a couple of seconds. Every single ship in the game, very few ships can actually survive a nuke from a Shimakaze, and it turns out that in this battle I managed to get 3 nukes. So let's take a look at it. You saw that, you see in the matchmaking that we have actually 4 battleships, 1 cruiser, it's a superior. I don't know if it's the Venezia or the Napoli, honestly I don't care at this stage. There are so many of these fake ships that I have no idea which one is who, or which one is doing actually what, but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, the key thing is that the trick with the Shimakaze is essentially to get through the first and second lines, to get through the battleships, because yeah, any DD you meet at tier 10 and it's going to be better than you, it's going to outgun you. So it's not a good idea to be dueling it, and it's the same for the cruisers. But as soon as you are past that first wave, and this is what you see me do here, I'm actually trying to get away from that superior. And I'm spotting a flanking battleship, and yeah, I just want to use that island to get as close as I can to him, because yeah, I want to put myself in a good position. The superior, it's going away, so it's retreating behind the island and is leaving the battleship isolated. At this stage, the battleship would have been better, would have had a better idea to simply turn around and go somewhere else, but yeah, it's actually good news for us. And so yeah, at that range and with an island to protect us, there's absolutely nothing he can do. He decides to turn around, and yeah, essentially what we're going to do is we're going to slow down a bit, because we want to get our torpedo tubes on target, and then we can actually nuke the first one. So it does take a little bit of damage, and yeah, that makes it all the... there you go, that's 41,000 damage in one wave. So yeah, that's why the Shimakaze, it's one of the most feared ships at tier 10. It's also one of my favorites, to be completely honest, and yeah, you should not be flanking around the map for the entirety of the game with that thing. In fact, you should not be doing it at all. The only reason why I did it there is to avoid a cruiser and aim for a battleship. But while I am reloading for my torpedoes, I want to be useful to my team, and that means that I'm immediately going back to a cap, because yeah, I'm really not able to go through the center right now. There's a CV in front, so going there would probably keep me perma-spotted, and that would not be the best option. What I want to do instead is I'm going to go and take an evasive maneuver. So first I want to cap the outer ring, so yeah, did a good job there. And I want to get into a flanking position and take the CV out, because the CV is what is going to keep me spotted during the battle. It also has not moved, so yeah. Just keep in mind that it's a Tayo, so the guy is probably micromanaging a lot of his plane, and it's very easy to lose map awareness when you're playing that kind of CV, and yeah, those are typical victims for a Shimakaze strike. And you see me desperately going away from the routes of his plane, trying to stay parallel to it, making sure that I'm not detected by the torpedo bombers and the fighters, and essentially slowing down, because I do turn in the opposite direction of the CV. Again, I do not want to be spotted, and we remove the second ship of the enemy team of the game. And that's the beauty of the Shimakaze, 90,000 damage in 3 minutes, and we can now go deal with the rest of the enemy team. We are still losing that battle, but we are 6 ships versus 4 thanks to our 2 early nukes, and yeah, I'm going to get a little bit closer to that Yamato. And so yeah, let's be useful again. While reloading, we still have 40 seconds before we reach our targets. And I'm gonna have to travel on top of this, below these planes, I'm afraid, so I will get spotted, but it's okay, that's fine. I'm going to see if I can be useful to my team, cap a little, and yeah, since I'm already spotted, I might as well engage with my guns, and I'm going to trigger the engine accelerator to get as close as I can to that Yamato. What I want to do at this stage is I want him to stop. I want to ping him, I want him to turn around, I want him to face me. I'm also going to run away from that superior, because I want to put the island between him and me. I think it's pretty busy with my team, so I don't need to worry too much, but I'm not going to take any chances. And I really want that Yamato to start turning, because right now, even though it's not a fast battleship, it's still going to take me a little bit of time to catch up with him. So yeah, I also want to weaken him a little, because you know that a full wave of Shimakaze torpedoes, it's not enough to sink a full health Yamato. If he gets set on fire and he does lose a little bit of health, that's good, but at this stage right now I'm not sure I can actually destroy him. And now he's doing exactly what I'm expecting. He's starting to turn right, and you can see that with the angle on the torpedo tubes, and I'm simply going to anticipate a bit that he might turn left again, and I'm going to shoot my torpedoes a little bit below the cone. And we finish him in the third nuke of the game for 150,000 damage. And so yeah, we're finally winning that battle on points. I'm not going to go for the cap in the... I'm actually still losing it. Oh shit, it's 630 to 577. But there you go, now we're good, and there's only one ship on the enemy team, and it's another Shimakaze, and yeah. He did go for the enemy CV, he did flank for the entire game probably, but yeah, it did not go very well for him, unfortunately. That's what I don't recommend you do with the Shimakaze. I recommend that you are as active as you can to your team, as helpful as you can to your team, keeping ships spotted, stay as close to the action, but if you see an opportunity to get points by capping or to simply nuke an enemy ship, then yeah, you take it. That's exactly what I did there. So yeah, we've managed to get our third cap of the game, and so yeah, we do score 300 team points in that game. So yeah, who said that that ship could not be useful to its team, right? And yeah, we're going to follow that other Shimakaze until he dies, unfortunately for him, so yeah. So yeah, some people will tell you that this is one of the worst destroyers at tier 10. I would say it's one of the best, simply for that unique ability to remove everything it meets in a matter of seconds, and to simply repeat that process 4 or 5 times per game. So yeah, I think you guessed it, I'm a Shimakaze aficionado. I think that ship is really fantastic. If you enjoy torpedo boats, it's as good as it can get, yeah. And I hope you've enjoyed that gameplay as well. Yeah, so I'll be seeing you soon, stay safe, take care, that was DFA signing out, bye bye.